My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm reviewing Parfums de Marly Pegasus Exclusif. This is expensive. So this is £235 for this tiny bottle, 75ml, and for 125ml it's £295, nearly £300. The top notes are pink pepper, bergamot, high notes are vanilla, bitter almond. The base notes are glac, wood and natural oud. Do we have our bottles of Pegasus Exclusif? Are we engaged with the high self? Let's get testing. So I love this house. I think it's really gorgeous perfumery, but this is like expensive, isn't it? What do you think of all those notes? Are you able to assimilate what you think it's going to smell like? What do you think? Tell me about it. I think Parfums de Marly is all built around horses or something. I love the name Pegasus. That's all I can say about that. I love that name. This is isosuperhedio nor limbinol. Nor limbinol is dextrose. I've mentioned it loads of times before. The isomer is timberol. High impact, woody, amber. Sharp, strong, punchy. I doubt this is going to come off your skin. Parfums de Marly always has that clean backbone to it. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter if it's working with sort of more woody and sweet or smoked out, it always has that cleanness to it. I think that's really palatable. I love it. Bitter almond thing is a mixture of vanillin, ethyl vanillin, coumarin, heliotropin, and heliotropin, as I mentioned before, is the precursor to MDMA, and you have to have a home office license to use it. It smells really nice, actually. Heliotropin, coumarin, vanillin, and ethyl vanillin have an addictive quality to it. I have really noticed that. So that sort of core is within this. Lots of other sort of aroma chemicals in it, but that core is kind of what you're smelling. Smoky, and that's the glac wood. Glac wood is solid at room temperature. It's dark brown. It gives that sort of smoked out feel to the formulation. This has been handled with care. This house is really skilled, putting out some really good work. I love patchouli. I think patchouli with vanillin, ethyl vanillin, coumarin, all that stuff, it just works. It's just one of those things. It adds a sort of a darkness to it, greenness to it, a herbaceous quality to it. And without the patchouli and glac wood and cyprol at the base, it would smell too sweet, way too sweet. But this sort of smells dark, herbaceous. It's quite masculine, actually. I think this is masculine. That's the dihydromercenol. So this is quite masculine smelling, very intense. On to my final thoughts. I like Parfums de Marly. I think the work's excellent. So I've only smelled one that I didn't like, and that just wasn't for me. I can't remember why. Might have had too much incense in it. I can't remember. But this I quite like, This is strong, robust, long-lasting. Projecting on me, to get things to project off my skin is very difficult. I love that Parfums de Marly core, which is sort of, the clean white musk combined with vanillin, ethyl vanillin, all that stuff. I don't know what's not to like about it. I think this is very clever. This is easy to wear, dark, sensual. I prefer it to the original I reviewed. I remember not particularly liking the original sort of Pegasus, but this I really like. But I think the smokiness, that photonic nature, isn't going to be for everyone. So it's going to be one of those perfumes which is going to be love it or hate it. And I think the strength is going to be a little bit too intense for some people. So I run through my marks with you. Safe, legal, compliant, super professional house, which I love. I think all companies should be professional. If you're not doing all the legal stuff, it just doesn't seem very professional. It feels like it's half-hearted, long-lasting projection. This is like crazy to it. Cost is which is getting to me a little bit. I don't know. For this size, it's £235, but it's top-end expensive, isn't it? And do I like it? I like it, but it's not for me. And I think it's the dark, smoked-out nature, which just isn't for me. I love the sort of the fruit acetates in there, sort of vanilla and all of it, but it's just really not for me, and that's fine. For me, I would just like it sort of slightly a little bit more, less like dense, and a little bit more sort of airy, but not really for me. I'm marking it an 8 out of 10. I think it's awesome perfumery. I think it's excellent. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, it's going to be one of those fragrances which is, if you like it or you don't like it. I just don't like it. This is definitely masculine. And this, I think, is definitely an autumn winter fragrance. I think this is definitely signature fragrance. Is just a nice going out fragrance, but yeah, signature fragrance this one is. So this is someone could wear this all the time, but it's more of a night fragrance. I think you could wear this like going out in the evening, going on a date. Definitely masculine. Older as well, I think 30 plus, just because of the intensity to it, and it's very complex. So I think if you're very young, this kind of isn't going to be for you. But I think if you're 30 up, when you've sort of, your nose has sort of got more accustomed to all these sort of like ideas and concepts, this is kind of for you. But I do think it's awesome, kind of everything about it, but just not for me. So hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content, lots of moving hands, and lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.